Welcome back to Crochet with Lulu. How is everyone doing? What is the weather like in your area, and how are you all doing, and what have you been working on? Do you have finished projects? I have been watching a lot of my YouTube people, friends, and a lot of you are just, oh my word. It's like I blink and y'all have all these new things finished. And I'm so excited. I finished one project. I'm thinking, we're 13 days in. I should have had finished a lot of works, but I have only finished one project. So I've got beanies in progress. I have 2, 3, 4. I think I have 4 beanies in progress. And I was looking over there. I was hoping I had left myself hints, but I only had 1 laying out. So I think I've got 4 in progress. Now the beanie part is pretty much finished, but it's for a lady friend of mine that it's for her great-granddaughter, and she wanted the flaps and the ties. So I still like the flaps and the ties. Still working on my waffle stitch beanie. It's taken me longer than what it should have. I should have already had it finished, but for whatever reason, I'm not a very fast crocheter. But the one project I'm going to show you is finished. Thank the Lord. Thank you so much. Thank you for all of those of you that have encouraged and supported me through me bumbling through, pun intended, my crocheting. For those of you that are new, welcome to Crochet with Lulu. We have 4 Boston Terriers and a lab mix, and occasionally they get involved in everything that is done and videoed. They're normally snorting, playing, running around me, jumping up in my face, in my lap. So you will see the tripod get moved around on some of my videos. I mean, it's fun. It's a lot of fun. But today it is relatively quiet at the moment, and for that I'm thankful. It's nap time, but they will have to go in a little bit. So anyways, I'm going to show you my finished project. Now, those of you that know me know I do not handle reading patterns and understanding patterns. I can read them, but then when I execute what I'm reading, it may supposedly have 4 corners and it may have 6 to 10 corners with me. I do not obtain reading a pattern and understanding it very well. Now, some of the amigurumis I can understand. And going through this booklet, first of all, I was given the kit to make Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and I believe there's 6 characters. I can make 6 of the characters. So a friend of mine wanted Bumble. And I thought, oh, that's going to be so, that's going to be easy. You may hear snoring. I have struggled with Mr. Bumble, the abominable snow monster, so much. Oh my word. When I started off, I don't even know how many times I raveled his feet back. So then I finally figured out his feet. His feet's the best I could tell. Notice I say with plural. That's just me. They're elongated, but they're, you know, like front to back elongated. Does that make sense? They're not wide elongated this way. They're up and down. So I got that figured out. I got his feet. Well, I forgot to change colors. And I'm going to show them to you in just a minute. Just kind of laying some of the groundwork here. So I forgot to change colors from his feet color to his leg and body color. And I didn't have the blue that was in this book. I have different shades of blue, and I thought I'm just going to be a little different because my friend likes bougie things, bougie colors, and we call it bougie. And so this is a Mainstays gray sparkly color. So I forgot to change. You do so much of the blue, and then you change into the white color that goes the rest of his feet into his legs and into his body. Well, I forgot. So his feet and part of his legs, he's got on boots. We'll just say he's got on boots. So here is Mr. Bumble. He is finished as far as I'm concerned. Now, he was supposed to have some little furry hair things going on up here. He's not got that. And I had almost made him a beanie, and I talked myself out of that because this little feller really gave me he gave me a hard time at times. Now, I left his arms to where she can move them around, and both arms move. But he's got some situations going on here that I wasn't quite sure how to fix. So anyways, there was no tutorials. There were no videos. You know, usually there's a QR code in the kits that you can, or a lot of kits. I'm going to go back and say a lot of your kits have a QR code, and you can get hints and tips and some tutorials on how to execute the pattern. There is none for this book. So I done as best I could. They beg to differ. But I got him done. Last night I worked on him till probably almost midnight, and I liked one arm. And I thought I'm gonna do, so he had one arm attached, and I finished his other arm today. There are 29 rounds in each arm. And I believe 15 stitches through the most part. And his body, I'm thinking, was 40. There's 13 in his, each leg has 13 rounds. His body has 46. His face has 7, because his face is like a disc that you make and then you attach to his head. And then each arm had 29 rounds. So he is done. Now, I'm not sure what, those of you that know, just please tell me. This one says, Bumble, the abominable snow monster. Without his sharp teeth, this fearsome beast isn't so fearsome at all. In fact, he's quite helpful. As a reformed Bumble, he finds a home at the North Pole. I'm not sure what this little thing is for. I'm really not sure. I don't know. I just really didn't know. And he was supposed to have a nose, and I had a plastic, like a safety nose, but I couldn't get it attached right, and so I thought, well, that's okay. That's okay. He's finished as far as I'm concerned. Like I said, I was going to make him a scarf, and I thought, that's going to take a while. And then I was going to do him a beanie, and I thought, So my friend sews, and I think I'm going to tell her to make him some little trousers or something to wear so he doesn't freeze. Is that not what Bumble is frozen snow? But anyways, he's finished. I wish there had been a tutorial, but this is probably the first pattern that I have read from start to finish that I was able to do. And like I said, I struggled with this area here. You do his feet, and you leave his feet open. His feet and legs. He's got on high top boots. But you leave them open. You stuff them, and then you do, I think there's 3 rounds that you do. I believe there's 3 rounds that you do, and then you start your 4th round attaching the body, the disc that ultimately becomes the body, to the 2 feet and legs. And that was so confusing to me. Now, those of you that are familiar with doing that, you could have probably breezed right through it. I'm sure you would have. But for me, it was just so, I had to really use my head and my eyeballs. My eyes got so tired that I finally just took pictures of it with my camera on my phone so that I could have bigger words than that. So he's done. He's done, and I've got the beanies in progress, and the one that I'm gonna start possibly for the weekend. But that is done. Now there's 5 more characters in this book. I would love to do Rudolph. And out of this book, that may be my next one that I do. I struggle with all of the extra little parts, like Mrs. Claus. She has her hair, she has her clothing, her apron, all of those things. So I struggle with a lot of those as to how to execute them. So I'm gonna put, this year, I'm gonna really try to focus on how to do these, because I really want to learn more about amigurumis. I think they're fun. You wouldn't have heard me say that a little over a year ago, because I think the first project I'd done was I believe the first amigurumi I made was a bumblebee, because I thought that's so easy. You know, you're basically just going around and around. You get a little bit bigger, and then, you know, then you decrease, and you go back, and then you make the little wingies on the top, and punch in them safety eyes and you're done. Or you can, I think the first one I made, I believe I did. The first ones I made, I used the yarn to fix their eyes. And then I thought, I'm going to order me a thing of safety eyes. And that's what I did. So I really got into it. I really got into making the amigurumis, and I made several bees. I've made several wheels. I've made several of Rhonda Butler's. I love Rhonda Butler's tutorials. I love Rhonda. I love her. And I've already got several picked out that I'm going to do for Valentine's and gifts for this. Started to say next year. This year, there's several of hers that I want to do. So I may put this down for a while and concentrate on Valentine's and St. Patty's Day and Easter and all that, and then come back to this maybe in the summer too. But I really want to learn how to read the patterns, because I don't think any of my new kits have a QR code to watch a video. So I'm going to have to learn. I mean, I'm going to have to. So what better time to do it, right? So tell me what you're working on, what you've been doing, and tell me your plans for the New Year's. I had set myself goals, and I think I mentioned the last time, I realized for me those are not obtainable because I don't handle large projects well at all. So I think I'm going to concentrate on what I can do and what I know I can get finished, and just try to work each month doing extra beanies, extra amigurumis, extra things that I can give for gifts for birthdays, anniversaries, and Christmas, because I do not want Christmas to come again this year and me not be prepared. And I was not prepared at all. I was not. I was so angry at myself because I don't know what I've done with my year. I really don't. I really, really don't. But thank you for tuning in. Sorry, I've been a little scatterheaded. I've tried probably 10 videos at least today, just to try to, and then I rambled, as I do. We know I ramble. We know I do. Have a wonderful rest of the week. I will try to come back before the weekend if I have any progress to show you or finished projects. Thank you. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for sticking with me. Thank you for all the wonderful comments that you leave me. I love getting comments. And those of you that want to email me anytime. My email, I will try to think to link in the description, but just in case, is small letters, JLG 1965 2003 at yahoo.com. I will try to think to link it. I know it was on my last video, just in case I forget to put it in the description box. Email me anytime. I love getting email, and I love reading your comments. And if you've commented in the past and I have not gotten back to you, please forgive me. Please leave me a recent comment somewhere on the YouTube street so that it will notify me that I have a comment. Sometimes I don't get my notifications correctly, and then sometimes I think I've broken my YouTube. I think I mentioned this in my last video. You know, you doom scroll, and I do. Anytime I wake up, my phone's in my hand, and I'm seeing if anybody has posted new videos, what you're working on, what you're doing. So I guess it was last week or week before last, I was in bad shape. I started scrolling through my YouTube, and I only had a few videos at a time that it would show me. Like, seriously, maybe 25 to 30 videos was it. Somebody mentioned clearing out the caches and the history. So I done everything I could. I deleted YouTube off my phone. A couple of times I done the restarting of the phone and all that. So now I think my YouTube has picked back up, and I think I'm getting a lot of videos again. But the algorithms have been so wish-washy that a lot of the videos I'm not getting notifications, and I've got it set to give me all notifications. So I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong. I really don't. So I'm physically having to go in there, which is fine. I can do that. And type your name, your channel name, and then go in and hit videos or live streams or shorts or whatever to see. So if I have missed your comments, please, please forgive me, and just re-comment on one of my last videos or on this video, and then I will answer you back, because I sure don't mean to not answer. In fact, occasionally I will go back through my videos and just see if there are any new comments on any of the channels. And all of my new subscribers, welcome. As I mentioned, you will see a lot of wildness. We have a lot of fun here in this living room, me and the 5 children, I call them. They're usually really loud, and really today they're napping and they're calm. The snoring again. So welcome back. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you to all of my returning viewers. Thank you to my new ones. I love you all. Have a wonderful and safe week. Stay warm if you're in the cold states, and a lot of my friends are in the areas where it's their summertime. So stay cool. And all of us that are here freezing, stay warm. I will see you back next time for more crochet. Yeah, crochet. Crochet with Lulu and friends. Bye-bye.